Hi, and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. I'm just waiting for the internet to buffer. I am still very much at my parents' place where I've got toothpaste on my lip. Where bad, so I apologize if there's any buffering. I just thought I'd get this my thoughts on Coda. It came out initially at the Sundance Film Festival in 2020, but obviously not seen it because 2020 happened. Apple bought the film for 25 million, and now in a few days' time, Apple are releasing it. So I thought I'd very quickly just get my thoughts on non-spoiler review. So I do hope you enjoy this. I hope the background is not too blurry, but let's jump into it. So Coda, as a coda, a child of deaf adults, Ruby is one of the only hearing person in her deaf family. When the family's fishing business is threatened, Ruby finds herself torn between pursuing her love of music and her fear of abandoning her parents. So this film runs at just, I think it's 2 hours. It's a fairly long film, and when you start into it, you get the feelings that it's a slightly Glee, but indie Glee, a little bit Sister Act. But don't let any of that put you off. The themes behind the film are phenomenal. So, in the one hand, it focuses a lot on what it means to be in a family that is deaf, mom, dad, brother, and they have this fishing, I guess this fishing business, and the daughter has become this thing that they rely on without them really realizing it. And so you have the story focus on what it means to be in a family like this. A lot of the conversations are done in sign. Um, and I just thought it was so powerful because a lot of the time the film doesn't rely on you having to hear the conversation. It allows the sign, the sound to kind of dissipate. A lot of the times, or what you'll be hearing on screen is just like hand signs or bumping of table, the noise or the clatter. It very much shines a light on what it actually is like to live with a deaf person or in a deaf family. And I thought that was incredibly well done. This film is pretty brave when it comes to some of the film techniques. There is a moment of silence that is so emotionally hitting because you understand what is happening, that it's like a emotional moment, but they really wanted to get across to you what you're meant to be feeling. And I would say if you're going into this film, definitely use a box of tissues. Have some tissues ready because you'll probably end up with a few tears in your eyes. I watched this with my mother and father and my youngest son and myself, and I'm pretty sure we were all sniffy. We were all saying there's a lot of dust in this room. There are moments when the film really hits that crescendo of emotionality where you are experiencing what the film, the storytelling, has been wanting you to feel. It's excellently crafted. The story is a progression, a journey of two kind of stories that intermingles. One is this daughter who has an amazing talent for singing, but in a family of deaf people, they don't really get what that means. That, why would they? Until she really kind of brings them into it. And there's this amalgamation of the story of the fishing family and their business and everything that goes along with the politics of that, and having to be deaf and in that business, and then her life and what it means to be a teenager, but basically having to be the carer for a whole family. And so you have the story kind of intermingling the whole time, but it's so well done that you're invested pretty much from the outset. And that's mostly because of the acting is just so real. The actors are phenomenal. There are some amazing comedic moments that we just find ourselves laughing. And it's not like they're telling jokes, it's just that the actors portraying the characters they are portraying are genuinely funny. And it's real funny moments because it's real life and it connects on a really deep level. This film is without a doubt one of my favorites I've seen this year. It's a straight up A plus. I don't think I've given any A pluses this year, but Coda was a surprise, to be sure, to quote a Star Wars reference. But I'm looking forward to watching it again. I could totally put it on again straight away. And that should give you an inkling. If you want to know if a film's really good, could you put it on again and really enjoy it straight away? That should be a test for you. There are definitely some films that are so dark and heavy, are as amazing. but this has a replayability, a lasting effect. I feel like it's going to be one of those indie films, but a feel good film in a way that you don't feel tired or drained. It's a film that should lift you up, and it definitely has that at its heart. It's a triumph story that I think a lot of people are going to find very interesting. The acting is phenomenal, the score is great, the filmmaking is excellent. It's a very well-rounded, crafted film, and it deserves the awards it's won already at the Sundance Film Festival. I'm hoping that Apple are going to do some marketing for this film because it deserves more light, I think. And I'm looking forward to what the director goes on to make and what else these actors will do, because honestly, it's talent on screen. So let me know in the comments below what you thought about this film. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday. Bye.